Welcome. My name is Ibrahim Downey, and I'm the President and Chief Inspirational Officer for SIBKIS Counseling and Consulting Incorporated. My mission here today is to share with you some information that we hope would inspire you, that we hope would put in your mind the possibility of what SIBKIS can do for you. In our training, and we've been doing this training for more than 30 years, combined experience of more than 30 years training, in our training, everything comes down to the first question. And for us, questions are the answer, and also for you, questions must be the answer. First question, are you living above the line or below the line? When it comes to this question, it's very crucial that you answer it sincerely. Just be sincere. Just speak from your heart as to where you really are in the process. And know for certain that we're going to watch what you do, and we're going to listen to what you say. Because what you say and what you do, if it's not coming out to be the same, it's not going like this, there's going to be a problem. Not necessarily for us, we can take a step back at any point. But for you, you're going forward, you're going to be with yourself, you're going to understand how you're going to get where you want to go. It's going to determine according to how you're going to deal with this. Now, as you can see, the line, it separates what's above from what's below. Let me give you more information so you can make an informed decision about that. Below the line, this is what the people do. Everybody understands that, I'm sure. They blame. Who did they blame? They blame anyone, they blame everyone. Matter of fact, you can go now and you can point at your finger at anyone you want or anything you want. I can blame this door, I can blame this chair, I can blame this board. I don't even got to have a reason for blaming. I can just blame. Blaming takes very little and most times no responsibility. But when you come now to recognize that you have one finger pointing out, and if you just rotate your hand slightly, you'll see that there's three fingers pointing back. And those three fingers are pointing back at you. And ultimately, you're going to have to take responsibility for what you've said, for what you've done, for how you've been involved in whatever situation you're connected with. You are going to have to be the one to take responsibility, not anyone else. However, there is another option, because this over here is very dangerous, extremely dangerous. And we'll prove our point shortly. But the point is this. You do have another option, and that option is to live above the line. If you decide to live above the line, you ultimately decide to do this. Given the two options that have been presented to you, knowing that questions are the answer, I ask you, where do you care to position yourself for your future? It's your future, where do you care to position yourself for? Well, completely up to you. If your answer is here, basically, you're going to have to live with that, and you're going to have to live with the consequences of saying and doing that. However, if your answer is over here, you actually put yourself in a very good situation, and we'll show you that as well. Consider this. Those people who come now to blame, what happens to them? The blame game is a very difficult game, and it's a very, very serious situation that people put themselves in. What is it? They come now to put themselves in a condition where they become crippled. How is that? You become crippled emotionally, you become crippled financially, you become crippled in too many ways that we can mention right now. But the point is you become crippled. And ultimately, the blame game turns into the lame game. You're not going anywhere. You're not going to be able to help yourself, and you certainly won't be able to help anyone else. On the other hand, if you decide that you want to learn, you put yourself in a very excellent position of being able to empower yourself to do one of the most important things that everybody wants to do, and they can do it in multiple ways on multiple levels. Whether you want to earn the mercy of God, you want to earn the love of one of your people, of your family members, you want to earn respect, you want to earn status, whatever it is you want to do, you can go now and you can learn, and from learning, you get to earn. This becomes a crucial factor. You see, as we progress in our counseling, we know that the difference between being here and being here is not only what you say, but it's also what you do. Three things get a person to a situation where they're not happy with the results they're receiving. Number one, their thinking. Number two, their emotions, their feelings connected to their thinking. Number three is their actions based on their emotions, based on their thinking, all those three combined. If you're going to come now to talk about change, if you're going to come now to address the issues that you need in your life in terms of change, you're going to have to come up with, number one, new information. We hope the information we share with you today will be new information for you. If you've seen it before, wonderful. Remember it. If you haven't seen it before, this is great for you to be able to plug in. But the reality is, you have to take this lesson as the fundamental thing that's going to help you propel yourself to where you want to be, to who you want to be, and take charge of where you want to go. And if you've seen the circumstance of what you can do when you learn and you earn, fantastic. Because this is ultimately what we need to invite people to, and this is ultimately what we encourage people to do, and this is ultimately what our training is about, and how we help people establish themselves firmly in a very good way to make progress and to take steps that are concrete, sincere, and beneficial for their future. Thanks for your time today. We'll see you again another time soon. Bye for now. Keep the faith.